Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Emily Ewing. I'm 24, about to turn 25 in a few weeks actually, which is like really weird and gross. Um, and this is a podcast. I don't know what to call it yet, and I feel bad about that. And honestly, most of the reason why I haven't been uploading episodes of it since the first episode that I uploaded, kind of just like abandoned it again, like I said I wasn't going to do. But I just feel awkward like recording for a podcast that I don't have a name for, or like haven't really properly like announced, I don't know. I feel weird about it. But at the same time, I have no idea what to call it. So anyways, if anyone didn't know, I started a podcast years ago called Vegan Propaganda, or the Vegan Propaganda Podcast. And I only had like maybe like less than 10 episodes total, I feel like. And they were all like spread out over a long period of time. I was really not good at keeping up with it. Hence why I don't have it anymore. It's just like I wanted it to be like a vegan podcast, but I never had enough issues to talk about. And yeah, I wanted it to be a weekly podcast, but there just wasn't enough things where I was like motivated to make an episode every week, like by myself. It just was not, it would feel forced. I feel like I'd be like constantly like trying to come up with ideas. And I also like, I think I thought that I was going to get like ideas sent in to me from people. And that was going to like keep it going, but I really didn't get that much stuff sent to me, which I don't blame anyone else, like it's hard like it's hard to like remember to do that, like for someone else, and especially when I'm not really keeping up with the podcast that much to help remind people to send me stuff if they think of it, and then me not coming up with things on my own. It's just like, anyways, I don't want to just complain about that. I'm trying to not like re-record this podcast episode. I'm trying to work on just like recording a podcast, like what a podcast is meant to be, What's the point of having a podcast if I'm not allowing it to be a podcast, Isn't that the whole point of a podcast, is that it's just like a continuous stream of thought? It's like a raw, unedited discussion between one or two, maybe more people, right? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, stopped doing that, and I've been wanting to do like a just podcast where I can talk about whatever for the longest time, because like I always get people asking me to start a podcast again or go back to the podcast. I know a lot of people, I get a lot of comments that people like listen to my videos to like fall asleep, because it like relaxes them or whatever, or yeah, they just watch my videos to relax. They just like put them on, And so, and I've always wanted to have like a podcast. I like enjoy that kind of content, or making it especially. So it's like, sounds like the perfect scenario for me to have a podcast. But at the same time, yeah, I wanted it to be like very vague concept so that I could just talk about whatever. Because if I can't talk about whatever, I will just run out of ideas and give up on it, I think. Because I don't want to have to like force myself to come up with ideas. I feel like that's going to make it come out forced, or just not as like fun. I wouldn't like look forward to it as much. And I think that would like show through the content, that I'm not as enthusiastic or whatever. I just talk. I just don't know where I just went right now. I was supposed to like have an order to things, but I feel weirdly like jittery today. I don't know what it is. I've only had like some tea, so I don't know, but I just keep like shaking. So I was a little nervous to record this because I'm like, I don't know. I feel weird like recording things when I'm like feeling shaky or whatever. I don't know if you can like hear it in my voice or something. That vocal fry though, I need... Comment down below. Do you do you dislike or like vocal fry? Because I thought it was like something that people really, really don't like. Like it bothers them, but I've gotten some comments that people like it. So I just don't know. It doesn't bother me. I feel like I don't even register it when other people do it. but I'm self-conscious of it when I do it. If you don't know what vocal fry is, it's like people usually use like Kim Kardashian as an example. It's like when you're like I can't like do it naturally, but like you're like, oh my god, like that's crazy, like talking like that, if that explains it to you. I just like over exaggerated it and did like a stereotypical example also with like the oh my god that's crazy, but like just the, you know, where it sounds like kind of vibraty, I guess. Anyways, if you're watching this on YouTube, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to upload this to Spotify or whatever, but if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm in the Roost right now, which is the little coffee shop in Animal Crossing, the New Horizons version of the Roost, to be specific. So Mr. Rooster is right behind me making a little cup of coffee, and Isabel's walking into the shop. If you don't play Animal Crossing, just ignore this segment. I just found this picture online for the update. I'm just trying to use like different pictures in the background of each episode of the podcast because I think that'd be funny. And maybe it'll have to do with the podcast theme if possible, but like this podcast, oh yeah, never introduced what this podcast episode is going to be about. I'll get better at these things, don't worry. But basically I want this episode to just be about like, oh, I titled it in my notes, the past, present, and future of Emily Ewing content, LOL, because that sounds really cheesy, but at the same time it explains it perfectly. Basically I just want to discuss like what's going on and like what I want to do with my content, like overall, like all social media, and like yeah, just like the general journey that I'm on right now, where I'm at right now and where I want to see myself go, and compare that to how I've been. Does that all make sense to you? I don't know. But anyways, so that's why there's just an unrelated picture in the background, because it's cute. But yeah, so my first part of my notes is that I'm starting to post frequently for like the first time since starting a channel on YouTube in 2015. So basically I started a channel on YouTube in 2015, right after or right when I was graduating from high school. I'm not really sure. I just know that like my very first video, which I'm not even sure if it's up on my channel right now. I know I like privated quite, okay, I need to like adjust myself because I really do feel like weirdly shaky right now. So I'm just like, sorry about all the chair sounds right now. I think I need to like, I need to steady myself, you know? I don't know why am I so shaky right now? I thought it was because I was cold, but I'm not that cold. I put a shirt on underneath my sweater. Anyways, maybe I should start using the heat and not be like a stingy father who is like those memes where it's like a piece of paper taped on the wall next to the thermostat where it's like, oh, I'm sorry if you got my notification sound. There's like a piece of paper taped to the thermostat that's like, are you cold? Have you put on another layer? Like, are you wearing a coat? Blah, blah, blah. Are you wearing socks? Can you wear thicker socks? Like, that's me to myself with the thermostat, like avoiding turning on the heat and trying to reduce my PG&E bill. Anyways, way off topic. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, so I started my channel in 2015. If you look at when I started my channel, it might be before that because maybe I like made the account earlier than that, you know? But whenever I started posting videos on there was in 2015, around when I was graduating from high school. I knew I made like one video that was just like an introduction video, and I made it like on my high school laptop, which I have no idea where that is now, and it was on like Windows Movie Maker or whatever. And I made that video and I felt really proud of myself, but also really like embarrassed of it. And I think I just left that up for like months and never made anything else. Like it was a proper introduction video where I was like, hi, my name's Emily and I'm going to make videos about this. I want to help people be vegan, blah, 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 blah. And then like months and months later when I was in community college the same year, I know I started posting like other videos, but I would like prefer to not like actually talk to the camera or like have my face in them. They were just kind of like what I eat in a day videos and stuff. I would show my face like as little as possible just because I was like embarrassed, you know, I was like uncomfortable with it. I was just easing myself into it. This is not relevant. I'm just going over my story, but anyways, after like around that time, like when I was first starting my channel, I feel like I posted, or at least there was a point in time early on where I was posting like really regularly. Partially because they were really, really simple videos, like just what I eat in a day. Like literally, like I'm eating this right now. Not like, let me show you how to make this thing or whatever. And let's talk through the whole process, blah, 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 which is like why my videos now are so long, and like take so long to edit and stuff. But anyways, that's like the only time other than right now where I've actually posted like frequently on YouTube, like every week, basically. I think even back then I was like posting more than once in some weeks. I don't know how long that lasted. I'd have to like actually go in and like see. I just know like that's the only other time where I was like actually posting regularly. And then like since then I've had some months here and there where like I set up, I don't know, like for whatever reason, either I had like multiple sponsors that month or it was just a good month. I don't know. There's been months where I posted like, you know, about 3 to 4 videos in a month. But it never lasted very long at all. Anyways, all that talking for what? I'm not really sure, but I've always been like so bad at posting regularly. I don't even know what it is. I mean, I'm like naturally a lazy and like procrastinating person. But also I think a lot of it's like a lot of the time I am filming, like I'm filming regularly, but not posting regularly because I would film things and then not like them and delete them or whatever. Or I just would take really long to edit something. I don't know. And then I would like not like it anymore. Like while I was filming it, I was like excited about it. And then because, you know, I got busy with school, whatever, I would take too long to get to the editing point. And then once I do like actually put the footage in and begin to edit it, I would be like not as excited about it anymore. I don't know. It's like when you like sit on something for a long time, you know, you like overthink it too much, and also the idea just gets less interesting to you over time because you've sat with it. So then I would just give up on that project and want to start a new one, but then that cycle would just keep continuing. Also, like I would put school first. You know, not like I was like valuing school all that much, but like, you know, when you're if you have a job, like a job outside of YouTube, or you have school, whatever, it is so hard to like prioritize both, you know? I'm sure anyone can relate to that with whatever two things you have in your life, you know? But like, yeah, it's like if YouTube is a side thing, you might as well just not be doing it a lot of the time if you're like me, because it's so hard for me to like prioritize multiple things. I always like give up one for the other, you know? I'm just really bad at like time management. So anyways, after I but even after I graduated, this is just me complaining. Oh no. Even after I graduated college, I like still didn't post. I wasn't that great at posting regularly. I mean, I think I got generally better, you know, than when I was in college, but it took me so long. And I think a lot of it, I think I really needed like monetary or financial motivation as like part of my reason to post regularly, you know? And that's so sad, but I don't know. It's like, cause it's not that I never wanted to post regularly. It was just like, I think the motivation that I get from, having viewers and knowing that like my viewers like my content and my viewers want more of my content, that's what motivates me to come up with ideas, and that's what motivates me to film and things like that. But then like the motivation to go through with those ideas and like go through with the whole editing of the project and not give up on it when I don't like it, and like push through the like tedious things. That I think I needed the financial motivation for, as in like I got bills to pay, I have to do this, you know what I mean? Cuz like I'd think about YouTube videos that I want to make, and I'm so excited to make them. I feel like I have so many ideas. I never run out of ideas. That's never my problem. It's always just like actually executing the ideas and planning them, whatever. So like, yeah, it's the comments and the likes and subscribers, everything like that. Like that motivates me to come up with these ideas and get excited about them and start planning them out and filming them, whatever. But it's just like I need that. I need the necessity to make money to pay bills in order to actually like push through it and like not give up on the video when I don't like it as much anymore, or when I get insecure about it, Hope that all makes sense. But basically what I'm saying is that's why I've been posting like really, really regularly now is, I mean, when I moved out of my parents' house, that definitely was a big motivator, but only to some degree, because I still had like a good amount of savings left from all the time that I was living at home. I had like a good amount of savings, so like not that I was just like going crazy spending so much of it, but obviously when you move out for the first time, you have to buy furniture and you have to buy all this home stuff, which you don't expect to have to buy before then. And also just rent is, expensive. And so I went through my savings pretty bad. I look back and I'm like, how did I not notice like how much of my savings I was going through without making like what I should have been back, But anyways, so I was doing, it seemed like the savings were being, the savings were for moving out, so that's what I would tell myself. I'd be like, well, it's okay if you're going through your savings. Like you literally saved this for moving out. Like this is your funding for living on your own. But once my roommate moved out, that's when it got serious. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot that rent is a lot more expensive now. And like, anyways, so basically I was like, oh shit, I've been like really irresponsible. Like I've been posting probably better than I have been during college, but like this is when I really need to like kick it in. And like, I just really needed that push to like prove to myself that I can do it, that I can post every week. And so anyways, that was a lot of drama for just like, I've been posting every week for the past month and this month. So two months. Oh, that's so sad. But I think like this year it's been like, January and February, I think I posted like one video during the month or something like that. And then like March and April, I posted like 2 videos. And then so on, it came to like 3 videos a month. And then now it's 4 videos a month. To be fair, I have been like streaming and posting on my second channel sometimes too. But those things don't make as much like money. So talking about like what feels like my actual job is my main channel, obviously. But anyways, that was a lot. But so I wanted to talk about that like I've been posting regularly for the first time in so long. And so yeah, I think I've also had to like really accept like simpler videos too, and like videos I would have thought were too simple in the past, and I would have just like gave up on them because I would have been like, no one cares about this, you know. I don't know. I was so against like doing what I eat in a days for a while. I like felt like I had to do a what I eat in a week, or no one really cared about like just a day, you know. But I've given up on that now because that's not practical, obviously, for like posting every week. I can't post a what I eat in a week every week. That'd be insane. So yeah, like the videos that I've been posting for the past like couple months, I don't like love all of them, or I wish this and that, but like right now I'm just kind of working on like pushing myself to really come out with maybe not exactly a video a week, but 4 videos a month. You know what I mean? They might not be like exactly weekly, but 4 videos a month approximately. Whatever days they fall on. And so yeah, I'm just working on proving to myself that I can do it, and like getting into the rhythm of it, getting into the routine of it. And then I'm hoping like now that I'm more used to it, which I already feel like a lot better about it now. So kind of good news, but then I can kind of like work on more complicated videos, I guess, or like themed videos. Mix in like other types of content and stuff. I really also kind of want to do like one of those video every day in a month things, because I think that's so fun, and I think that would also like help to push me to get over my like fear of posting things that are too simple or too unedited, or like just posting whatever I made, you know, not like filming something and being like, oh, I don't like this, or I could do something better, and then giving up on it. It would push me to like just put out whatever I've started, like finish what I've started every time that I start something, if that makes sense. And I think a lot of people would enjoy that, like a certain amount of time where I'm just posting like whatever I think of. It might also be like a good exercise in like finding different kinds of content that I may have not tried before, because I thought like, I don't know if I want to put the effort into this video. I don't know how it's going to come out. Like, I don't know if people care about this. But if I was just posting like, you know, really simple, unedited content, or very lightly edited content, and just posting whatever, then like maybe I would branch out a little more, if that makes sense. So anyways, I was thinking about that. And also what I wanted to talk about was my different like platforms right now, and like my different channels and stuff, and like what I want to do with them for the future, now and for the future. Obviously there's my main channel, which is titled Emily Ewing. I'm sure everybody knows that. And right now it's like very much a what I eat channel, you know, like it's basically 95% food, and, you know, vegan food, obviously. And so I would call it like a vegan food channel, or vegan channel, whatever. But I have been wanting to like work in more lifestyle stuff for a long time. Like I think a lot of people, for when they have like a second channel, the second channel is where they would post like vlogs or like lifestyle stuff, like home stuff. But for me, like with what I want to do, I think it makes more sense that my main channel would be like mainly vegan channel, but then also some lifestyle and like vloggy type stuff. Because I think that works well with like the vegan channel kind of genre, I guess. And then I have my second channel, which is like commentary channel. So non-lifestyle stuff, if that makes sense. And so I have in my notes, I want to work in more lifestyle stuff, home, thrift slash fashion, dog when I get one. I know that when I get a dog, I'm definitely going to want to like do videos involving the dog, even if it's just like the dog is just in the content more. Like it's part of a vlog or whatever. Or, I don't know. I love him calling the dog it. That's sad, but anyways, vlog, talking, shopping, low waist type stuff like that. So I don't know. Like I want to do another like low waist period video where I can kind of talk about products that I've used or whatever, tried, like my routine or whatever. I definitely want to do more thrifting videos. I want to do some like home content because I really want to do a series that's just called like My Apartment is like Bland and Boring, and it's just like the journey that I want to go on with my apartment and like actually decorating it because it's just so much white wall. And I keep feeling like I don't want to decorate it unless I'm like filming it because it feels like a waste of opportunity, you know? People love like home content and like decorating and organizing content, you know? And so do I. Sounds like fun to make. So I've just been like not decorating because of that. But then at the same time, I'm not making the videos either because I'm like too in my habit of making only food videos, you know? So, anyways, that's why it's so white and boring in here. Plus, also, I would be more willing to spend money on decorations and stuff if I knew that it was for a video, obviously. So yeah. So if you have any like specific ideas of like videos that you want to see me make with that, or like think like ways you want me to go about that, let me know because I appreciate the suggestions. But yeah, I think that's all stuff that like I want to work in more into my channel. Like I said, I still want my main channel to be like 80% food, you know? Cuz that's just what I want. That's what I like most. That's what I like making content about the most, but I just want to work in more stuff. Like maybe if I post 4 videos in a month, maybe one of them is not food related. Maybe 2. You know, I think that's like a good ratio. Um, I just said 80% and then here I told you 25 to 50%, but something, I don't know. Maybe like one video a month is not a what I eat video. And then maybe also I was also thinking about do doing like some what I eat style videos where there's more vloggy stuff in them. You know what I mean? Like I just watched a video that was like this girl, something called like how I've been eating living alone for a week or something like that. And like it was mostly her food, but she worked in some like other vloggy stuff, like home stuff. She kind of did like a clothing haul in it, like a small clothing haul, like trying on stuff or whatever. It was just like a nice, like relaxing video. And the way that it was edited and filmed, like I felt inspired by it. Like I was like, I could easily work out like a video like this and I think it would like come out well. And I think it's the kind of content that like my viewers would enjoy, you know, based on the kind of like things that I think my viewers view as my strengths with my videos, you know, that is like their comfort channel or like they just like the relatability of my content or whatever. So I think it would be fun to like work in more lifestyle stuff into that. I think it would fit well is what I'm saying. So yeah, and I also said so I've been streaming and hopefully everyone knows about this. If not, oh my gosh, I need to work on things. But I've been streaming but pretty much only Animal Crossing. I've done a few other things, but like lately and most regularly, it's Animal Crossing. Or Happy Home Paradise. Love that shit. But I do want to do like other streams at least every once in a while. Like it would be fun to first of all, just do some like chill talking streams, every once in a while where it's just like Q&A or like just like chit chat, I don't know, to interact more. And I would probably do that on my main channel because that's something that any of my viewers would enjoy to see. I hope, But like when I do Animal Crossing content, I'm trying to not do that on my main channel, even though that's where I can get the most views because that's where I have obviously my main audience. But I always lose a chunk of followers every time I stream Animal Crossing on my main channel, which even though I try to tell myself it doesn't matter because if they're unsubscribing just because I'm streaming a game that they don't like or don't care about, they're probably not regular viewers of me, Otherwise, they'd have to be a little crazy to be like, this person that I really enjoy, like I really enjoy her content, but man, I really have to unsubscribe because I don't play Animal Crossing. Like who, I don't know, that's just really strange to me. So I just assume like they have to be people who just don't watch me anyways. And then they see like this random girl playing Animal Crossing and they're like, oh, I don't really watch this channel anyways. And I don't care about Animal Crossing. So I'm going to unsubscribe. But I swear to you, it's like every time I stream, I lose like 20 to 50, maybe 60 subscribers. And that's like, I don't know if I should care, but it just like, it just kind of, even if I act like it doesn't bother me because of what I just explained, it still bothers me like to see the numbers go down every time. Like it just feels bad, If I sound really sad, like I'm gonna cry or whatever, it's just that I'm still shaking and I don't know why. So don't worry about it. I mean, maybe I should worry about it, but don't worry about it as in like I'm crying right now. I'm not crying. I'm just shaking for some reason. Anyways, so gaming streaming I want to be on my second channel. Hopefully. If not, maybe I'll go back to Twitch. Honestly, I'm struggling with that. But I do want to stream sometimes on my main channel. I don't know about cooking streams because I just don't know if it's practical for me with my kitchen setup and stuff, and the current equipment that I have for streaming. But I would like to do like some mukbang streams. So maybe it's just like a chit chatty kind of stream, Q&A, I don't know. But I could be like eating food during it. So first of all, it would feel a little more relevant for my main channel, but also there's kind of like something to talk about when there's not. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I never stream without anything going on, like without any reason for streaming or like something that I'm reacting to or playing, whatever. And I feel like it might get kind of like hard to keep the conversation going versus like if I was, actively like doing something like doing a mukbang, then when there's not something to talk about, you can always talk about the food or show the food. I don't know. It's also just interesting. I think I could like I kind of been wanting to do like mukbangs where it's like I order a few different like vegan options from say like a sushi restaurant, like a very like conventional American sushi restaurant, not like a vegan restaurant, like something that's like relatable to people. Sorry that it's probably only relatable to people in the US, but a relatable type like restaurant where I can kind of like help people figure out what they can order from that type of restaurant, so like say if I did a sushi restaurant mukbang and it's just like a standard sushi restaurant near me and I could order like, edamame and veggie tempura if it's vegan and different like veggie rolls, inari, whatever, and like explain that these are like common vegan options you can get at a sushi restaurant in America and like what you can ask about to make sure that it's vegan, whatever. But also be like eating it as a mukbang. I think that'd be like fun and also like helpful. I just thought of a Japanese restaurant because that's something that I kind of am familiar with the vegan options from, but could also do like a Mexican restaurant, talk about like, you just have to ask for no lard or ask for whatever. But anyways, I could also do like chain restaurants too. Like I could do a Taco Bell mukbang and be like, here's what's vegan at Taco Bell. But I just thought the why am I not able to mute my computer? I don't know if you can hear my little notifications, but if you can, I'm sorry. Maybe it's kind of fun, it's that immersive experience. Don't know what I was talking about just a minute ago, but oh yeah, I just thought that the literally, why is my Apple Music opening right now? This is a mess, guys. I'm sorry. She opened and she won't let me close it. Okay, cool. Awesome. Anyways, yeah, so I was saying that it'd be fun because that's something that it's hard to find information about online. Like you can look up, hey, what can I get vegan from Taco Bell? But you can't look up as easily, like what can I order from my local sushi restaurant? So I'd just be giving like general pointers. And I think it'd be good to have it in like a live stream format because then people can be kind of like replying and asking more questions in the chat, and like people can also help me if I don't know about something. So yeah, because obviously I don't know everything. I would try my best, but like I would always appreciate like further information from viewers who know more, maybe because I always have. It's so nice. Like I always, if I need to know if something's vegan from like a place, having like a following, there's a good chance that like someone will reply and be like, oh, I work at a sushi restaurant. This is usually like, this is vegan in my sushi restaurant. We use this, blah, 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 blah. Obviously depends on each place, but it's nice like insight to have. It's kind of cool. That's an unexpected benefit of having a following is that if I post about like Starbucks or Chipotle, any like common restaurant chain, I can definitely get at least one person to reply that's like, I work at Chipotle, this is what we do, or whatever. It's pretty interesting. So anyways, that was about my main channel. So feel free to let me know what kind of content like that you are interested in, or even not interested in. If you want to tell me, I'm like cool with that if you want to be honest. But yeah, and then on to my second channel. So I already mentioned that that's my like commentary / gaming channel. But I guess you could kind of include gaming in the commentary section because if you're gaming, you're commentating on the game, I guess. So anyways, that kind of content, mainly like sit down content, I guess. Like I'm not actually like doing something like cooking or vlogging or something like that. Instead, I'm like sitting down, reacting to something or discussing something or whatever. I really want to do more movie commentary videos, and I know I've gotten like a lot of comments about them. I mean, I don't know if I should say a lot of comments, but I do like regularly get some comments from people asking me to bring the movie commentaries back. And I know a lot of people like understand, they understand that why I don't post them, why it's been hard for me to post them, but they just like want to show that they support it. And I like really appreciate that, but I just like, I feel bad because I want to make them too, but I just haven't. Like they're so spread out. It's so sad. But anyway, so if you didn't know, or if you don't know, making like movie commentary videos or any kind of like reaction content on YouTube is really hard to like make money from. Which really sucks because it's so fun, but it's just like, obviously I can't like put several days into putting together a video that doesn't make any money, that's just not practical for like paying the bills. But But since I really enjoy making them, and like the people who comment on those videos, even though they don't get that many views, the people who comment on those videos, like, well, it's funny because they don't get nearly as many views as my normal videos do, but they get like the same or more comments because the people that do watch it really enjoy it. And I see that. Okay, I see you guys and I appreciate it a lot, and it really does motivate me to make them, but it's just like figuring out the monetization of it has been like not something that I've been looking forward to, so I just keep putting it off. But I think what I've been thinking about is that I thought about making a Patreon for a long time, and I was kind of set on that, but I just like put it off because I really like asking for money is not really something that I'm super like comfortable with as a person who is not very reliable or consistent. You know what I mean? So like usually Patreon, like, well, I guess they have kind of two ways of setting up Patreon. It's like you can either have people pay once a month or they pay once every time you post a video. So I guess I would do the once every time you post a video so that if I screw up and don't post for a month, I'm not having people paying for nothing. But anyways, something that I wanted to do was YouTube actually has a function where it's basically like Patreon on YouTube. You can like join. It's called join. You are a member or whatever of the channel. And it's very similar to the Patreon setup where it's like you are donating to the creator to make the content, but it's on YouTube, which I think is nice. Like it's right underneath the video. If you have it set up, it just says join right there. So that's like kind of nice. I don't have to like move people off of the YouTube platform onto the Patreon platform, which is hard to do to get people to go from like one website to another. And they'd have to like make a Patreon account and stuff. And so if they already have a YouTube account, it might be easier. And what's kind of cool with that is that like if you're a member of someone, or if you have members, if you have that set up on your channel, you can upload videos onto that YouTube channel, but set them to members only so that only the members can watch those videos. Whereas if I was using Patreon, I'd have to like upload those videos to YouTube, make them unlisted, and then link it onto the Patreon and stuff. It's not hard, but it's just like another like step, it's another like thing or another place to go, whatever. And also you could do like members only streams on that channel and stuff. So I think I would prefer something like that. And so you guys can let me know if you've had like experience like being a member of anyone else's channel, because I haven't. I've never done it, and I've never done it for someone else. So if anyone has like tried it and it was like weird for some reason, you can let me know, but that's what I'm leaning toward. Adjusting again. And then what I thought would be cool as like, cause part of me was like, I want to set up a Patreon. Like I want to do that. I got over the idea of like not wanting to ask for money, because I've actually had like several people commenting to me like, are you going to set up a Patreon? Like I'd love to like help support you if you're going to make more of these videos. And so yeah, as long as people like want to support me, then like that's cool. But it's just like I really didn't want to get to the point where I'm like asking people to support me too. Like I feel like I'm like, I don't want to feel like I'm, like begging for it, because that just feels bad, so people like coming to me and telling me that they would be willing to support like has made me feel more comfortable with it. And also like doing Twitch now, people subscribing to my Twitch and stuff, like it's made me a little more comfortable with like accepting money from people, for content. Because there's nothing wrong with, Patreon or accepting money for making content, like I never think that of other people, but it's just like something that I'm not super comfortable with, but I'm opening up to. But yeah, I one of the reasons why I didn't want to do Patreon was because it's kind of, usually when people have a Patreon, you don't have to, but usually there's like benefits you get if you subscribe, like so you're not just like giving a donation, you like give a donation, but you also get something special, like I said, the members only videos, members only live streams, whatever. But I was kind of like, if I did that, I don't really know what my benefits would be. Like, I don't really know um what I could make as like members only content. But now, I mean, I thought about doing like extra video commentary tracks. Like, I don't know if anyone's familiar with like Pretty Much It on YouTube. I would really recommend them. They're really funny. Or he is really funny because it's mainly one guy. But anyways, he does YouTube videos that are like shortened down versions of what he actually does, which is commentary tracks where he like records the whole, full commentary for like a movie or an episode of a show, and people can like pay for them or sign up for their Patreon or whatever, and so they can watch the whole movie with him or the whole episode with him. But then he also like uploads the condensed versions of it as YouTube videos, which is mainly what I watch on YouTube, which are fun. But yeah, so I was like, I could do my movie commentary videos like I've been doing them, and then for the supporters, I could do like full commentary tracks. And so basically you would press play on the commentary track and press play on the movie, hopefully at the same time, and then you would, try to sync it up, and you could listen to me talking while the movie is playing. But I always think that's like a little bit, maybe a little annoying, like having to sync it up and stuff. And I don't know, something that I thought I don't know, I'm just saying like I thought of that, but I don't know if I really love that idea for me. But something that would be fun with the members only live streams is, and this is also something that like people have suggested to me to do as well. I just wasn't sure if I'd want to do that before, but I'm kind of liking that idea more now for some reason. But anyways, is like do live streams where we're going to watch something together, and like people in the chat are reacting to it live and I'm reacting to it live, obviously, but I'm not showing you what I'm watching. Like, I'm not putting it on the screen because that's illegal. And I would get copyright claimed really quickly. But I would just try to choose something that's on like Netflix, maybe Hulu, maybe not though, because I have ads on Hulu. Maybe if I paid for non-ad Hulu, but then other people have ads. So Hulu's kind of complicated because some people have ads and some people don't. So the syncing up would be difficult. But like with Netflix, pretty much everybody has Netflix, like mostly everybody. So I could do something on Netflix and we could like watch it together and live react to it. And I would have like a counter on the screen, like a timing. So people would constantly be able to reference where I was in the movie, So if they like had to pause and come back, they could like resync up, I guess. I don't know if it's too difficult, but it could be fun. And also people could like watch that live stream later. If they want to watch that thing later on, the live stream would still be up, And maybe I can make some of those live streams public for the non-members also, like later on, So then the members just got like early access to it, I guess. So anyways, that's my idea for like for my second channel, like creating like a members thing so that I can earn some income from that. But then also on my second channel, I do also want to post like other kinds of content that are monetizable, So like general commentary videos, like talking about other things or reacting to other things, or maybe one of those like ranking videos or some tier list video, just like general commentary videos. I've always wanted to do those, but it's just hard to like get into a different genre of video, especially when you have an audience that is like based on this niche genre, which is like vegan food. It's hard to switch genres and still get still feel motivated when you don't get nearly as much views, you know? It feels like starting over, kind of like starting over on YouTube, which is like not a very motivating feeling. But anyways, so that's my second channel. And then I really hope that this podcast episode is interesting, but I just thought like this is something that I do want to talk about, and you guys can like help me by giving me ideas in the comments if you want. And then also like I don't know, I like want to put it out there just in case anyone's like curious what's going on with my channel, because like I feel like I've made a lot of changes recently and it might be interesting. And yeah, then I also have some notes on this podcast. I put vegan propaganda ? Suggestions. Someone told me in the comments of one of my previous videos on this channel, on this podcast channel, that they think I should just keep it called vegan propaganda, or I think they said make it called vegan propaganda, a culture podcast, which I don't know if I'd make the title that long, you know? But I guess I could still call it vegan propaganda. Like, I'm still vegan, obviously, and like, it's kind of just a funny name. And I mean, I might still talk about like some vegan stuff in this podcast, but I don't know. I kind of do want to like separate it from the previous episodes though, the other like actual vegan propaganda episodes, because if that's like weird that I just like changed the subject and like format randomly, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, like I kind of get what people mean by saying I could leave it called vegan propaganda, but at the same time, it just feels weird to me, you know? Because to me, vegan propaganda sounds like I'm just talking about vegan stuff, which I don't want to do. Like I'm not against having some episodes that are about vegan stuff, you know, but I just don't want it to be like a vegan centered podcast. Because yeah, I already make enough content about veganism. I want to be able to like branch out so that I don't run out of ideas. I can broaden my horizons. I don't know. I think that's good for me to like stay motivated and stay having ideas, is to like broaden my genres or like subjects of videos. I put talking about whatever I want, basically just a place for unedited, long, chatty content. So I want to do like more niche content over here, as in like I just said I wanted to be like vague and broad, but like basically the general theme of this podcast, I want to be very like vague and broad, but then like it's also a place where like I can have that makes it a place for niche content, as in like one episode I could be talking about vegan stuff or like vegan news, I don't know, things that bother me in the vegan community, whatever. And then one episode I could be talking about, I don't know, freaking YouTubers or movies, TV shows, K-pop, I don't know, just like whatever I want to talk about, because I think that'd be fun. And there is just like sometimes there's a video that I want to do that's like very specific, and I'm like, I can't post this on like my main channel or whatever because like I don't know who would care about it, but like this podcast can just be a place for like posting whatever, and if people don't want to watch it, then they don't have to watch that episode, you know? If there's one every week, then they'll just wait for the next week. Or I know a lot of people just listen to podcasts just to have someone talking so they can like distract themselves from something or to fall asleep or whatever. So a lot of people probably don't care what I'm talking about. They just want to listen to someone talking. And I literally wrote that down. So many people give me comments that I help them sleep or relax / comfort channel. So yeah, because that's how I feel about a lot of the channels that I watch, like the ASMR videos that I watch to like help me get sleepy before I go to bed. Like, it's cool when they talk about something that I want them to talk about, you know, but at the same time, like, I don't even care what they talk about. And sometimes it's fun for them to talk about something like random or something that I don't expect because it's just like interesting. I don't know, like maybe they're talking about something that I have no idea what they're talking about, but that's fun, you know? Anyways, and then I just wrote some notes about like streaming and what's gone on with that. But I already kind of addressed that. Basically, I started streaming when I started streaming like during the pandemic, during 2020. I started streaming on Twitch because I didn't even realize that you could stream on YouTube. Like, I didn't know that the streaming setup on YouTube was like as elaborate as it is. So I thought like it was a no-brainer that I had to stream on Twitch. So I started streaming on Twitch, and then it was like really hard to get people over there, you know, there was like no one watching. And I was like, oh, I'll just try to stream on YouTube. And I had like way more people watching me, you know, and it was like more fun. The chat was more active and all that. But then, like I said, I started losing a lot of subscribers. And that was right after I had just reached 100K. And I made like a video, a big video celebration. That was actually like part 1 and part 2. But I did a whole like video on celebrating 100,000 subscribers. And then I started streaming on my YouTube channel, and I quickly like went below 100,000 subscribers, which was really embarrassing because I had already made the 100,000K video. So I was like, are people coming to my channel and thinking that I made that like way too early? It was just like really awkward. So that was why I gave up streaming on YouTube and started streaming back on Twitch again. But then it's just like hard to get people over to Twitch when my audience is on YouTube, you know. So, but now I'm trying to get people to my second channel. I don't know if that's a good idea, but whatever. Oh, that's also another thing that I was going to say was that I just streamed on my second channel today. And part of the reason why I wanted to start streaming on my second channel was, number one, that's where I eventually wanted to stream anyways, because it makes more sense. Like, it's more relevant to like that channel's content, as in like commentary and gaming, obviously, versus like my main channel, which is like vegan food and lifestyle stuff. But also because, did I say this? I'm like getting mixed up with what I talked about in my stream versus what I'm talking about right now. But there's criteria that you have to meet in order to like monetize a YouTube channel, and I've met all the criteria except for watch hours. So like I have the amount of subscribers that I need. There's some other things that I don't remember, but I don't have the amount of watch hours that I need to have. I have like 2,400 out of 4,000. So I'm over halfway there, but it's just like, I thought streaming on that channel would help me, you know, increase my watch hours along with posting videos on there. So that's another reason why I wanted to start streaming on there. If not every time, at least sometimes, you know. And that's all I have in my notes. And it's been 58 minutes, I guess. So I guess we can wrap this up. I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. That seems abrupt. But let me think. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about in this video? I just wanted to like get that all out there, you know. It's kind of good for me to like talk about it, actually. I think this has helped me solidify it in my brain, even if no one really likes this episode of the podcast. But maybe if someone's confused or wants to know like what I have in mind. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And yeah, that's where I see myself right now. And yeah, main channel, vegan / lifestyle channel / maybe a vloggy, I don't know. And then never daily vlogs. I don't think I could ever do that, but like just more vloggy content, where it's like daily lifestyle, food, and blah, blah, blah. And then my second channel where it's commentary / gaming. And that's self-explanatory, And then that's where I want to set up my members thing. Oh, another thing was that you can't monetize your videos until you reach that criteria, But that includes, you can't do that member thing. You can't do like the support thing yet until you reach that criteria also. So that's another reason why I'm trying to like post on there and stream on there, is so that I can get my watch hours up and I can monetize the videos that are monetizable, but also I can do the members thing for anyone who wants to like support me and do those like members only streams and stuff. And another thing I want to say, I don't know if this is interesting to anyone, but I did say earlier that like movie commentary videos, like reaction videos, if you're reacting to like copywritten content, which people mostly are, if it's like music, movies, TV, whatever, you cannot monetize that. However, that's not necessarily true, because you can kind of work it out if you do a couple of things, but basically you can upload the video and it will detect the content right away, most likely, and then it will tell you, it'll either tell you can't post this video, like people cannot, we're gonna block this from X amount of countries, or it will let you post it but you can't monetize it. Or the worst one is when they monetize it but they don't give you the money. Like they put ads on your video, but the ads, all the money from the ads goes to the company, and they can choose where the ads are placed. So like if you ever see like someone's reaction video or something, or if it's mine, I don't know, and there's like ads on it, like a bunch of ads, they might be from the company. So don't get mad at the person. It might not be their fault. They might not have placed those ads. But anyways, so if you're at the point where the company is allowing you to post the content, they're just not allowing you to monetize it, you can, what is it? Oh God, I forgot what it's called. You can like make a claim or whatever, but somebody's going to know what the word is, but where you like counter their claim on your video, I guess. I can't think of the word, but you basically disagree with it. And you can say that, like it'll ask you why or whatever, like why do you think that you have the right to post this content, and you can say like, I provided adequate commentary to the video, like I changed it in a significant way, it's not a replacement to the original content, whatever. And then they will allow you to post it. You still can't monetize it, but it's like if the company that claimed it does not respond within 30 days, then I just explained that kind of wrong. I meant to say that's usually when you, or I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh my God, I'm explaining this so horribly. But anyways, I'll just say what's happened to me most of the times that I've posted movie commentary videos is that right away the video cannot be like made public, because the company is like, this is our content, you're not allowed to post this. But if you're like, actually I am, because I significantly changed it and I added like adequate commentary so that it's not like a replacement, it's just like commentary on your content or whatever, it's a review, it's a whatever, and then reaction video, which is what YouTube allows, then it does allow you to post the video. You just can't monetize it. And that's where anyways, then the company has to respond within 30 days or whatever, 28, 30, 31, I don't know, within 30 days. There's somebody yelling outside. The company has to respond within 30 days, and if they, to your dispute, that's what it's called. The company has to respond within 30 days to your dispute, and they can either say like, okay, you're right. You did provide adequate commentary. We'll let you put the video up and monetize it, whatever. Or they can say, no, we still disagree. Like, we still think that you don't have the right to this content, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, they never respond because they're fucking busy. Like, they don't actually go in and like look for their content on YouTube. It's all just like automated, you know? So like they don't actually care enough or like have the time to like go into like YouTube and agree or disagree to like disputes, you know? So they just never respond basically most of the time if it's like a large company, which is the kind of movies that I would be reacting to, obviously. And so if they don't respond within 30 days, you can basically do whatever you want with the video. Like you can monetize it, you can make it public, whatever. So at least that's been my experience. So like my other movie commentary videos on my main channel are monetized because no one responded after 30 days, obviously. Actually, the Victoria Justice one, no one ever even claimed it. That video just easily went up. But the other one is Disney, so obviously they claimed it. But the problem with my Twilight one, I will never be able to monetize it, unfortunately, because I played too much of the songs in it. So like, I got claimed for the songs, which I might be able to dispute also, but I don't think so. I'm not sure how that works. I've only disputed for like movies. But anyways, so I might be able to monetize some of my movie commentary videos, but it's like only after a month, which is super unfortunate because usually when you upload a video, you only really make money from it within the first month. So it's like, yeah, you can monetize it after a month, but like you would only make like a very small amount of money from it unless it's like a super popular video and it continues to get a lot of views after the first month. What a lot of people do is they, like other movie commentary people I know, they'll like make a movie commentary video and upload it and let it get claimed, whatever, and then dispute it, and then wait a whole month with that video on their channel and in private, and then post it when they can monetize it and make all the money that they can from it, you know? But it's like having to post something and then not having to make a video and then not be able to make any money from it for a whole month is kind of bad. Not really a good system, you know, for like income. Or at least like it's going to be hard to like get started with, obviously. So anyways, that's why it's good to still have like the support from people. And then again, some videos just may never get monetized. But I just wanted to put that out there in case anyone like was curious about the system. You can monetize those videos. It's just like not always, and it's not a nice system. It's kind of like annoying, you know. But yeah. Also, if you want to be like relevant, that's really not practical. You know, like if you want to like react to shows like while they're popular or like movies after they come out on Netflix, whatever, then like waiting a whole month to be able to post your video, the excitement for that thing or that show or whatever, it's probably dead. But yeah. So that's all I have today. And I will be back again soon, hopefully. I'm really trying to be consistent with this podcast. I do enjoy recording the podcast episodes. It's just like hard for me to motivate myself to really like get on top of it, and record them. But I think I did okay today. I struggle with like keeping the conversation going and like keeping myself on track, and not wanting to like edit it or re-record it or whatever. But I think I did good today. I'm not going to edit this, okay? I'm going to post it how it is. Because that's how a podcast is supposed to be, Emily. Oh my God. I mean, if I was just like editing like an intro or an outro or something like that, that'd be fine. But I don't want to have a podcast if I'm going to be like insecure every episode and be like, let me edit out all the little like pauses, awkward pauses, and like when I say or when I say like too much or something. I have issues. Anyways, thank you for listening. I will catch you later. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Love to read all your comments below. I will very much appreciate all of them. Saying this in advance. Thanks in advance for all your comments. Okay. Bye-bye.